Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, here we have today a very desirable car. It's a 2019 on a 19 plate Mazda CX5 Sport Nav Plus specification with the 2 litre petrol engine, 165 PS and a manual transmission. Car's got a black leather interior. I mentioned it's a 2019 plate car, covered less than 20,000 miles. We'll come on to that when we get inside. Finished in a colour called jet black. Wonderful colour for CX5. To be fair, I think black looks good on most cars, but particularly so on a Mazda CX5. We took this car in part exchange a couple of hours ago, actually. Customers just renewed for another brand new Mazda CX5. And was so happy with this one, decided to get another. The specification of these cars is comprehensive, to say the least. As we go around, I'll try and show you a number of the features and everything that the car has to offer. But mainly, we always start our videos with a walk round to just be able to show you the condition of the vehicles. We're very lucky. We have some very conscientious owners in our area who really do look after their cars well, and this vehicle is no different. It's in wonderful order, been very well looked after, and it's got a really nice sort of wet gloss shine to the paint, which with a black car isn't always the case. It's only had a wash and a hoover this afternoon. It hasn't been fully valeted yet. That will happen before it goes to a new home, but the car is in lovely condition. CX5's been an important car for Mazda over the last few years. When they sort of came out with the car in sort of 2012, 2013, around that sort of time, it really took off. And then when the shape changed to this model, sort of late 2017, the market just went crazy for them. The journalists did an awful lot of our work for us. But it's been a hugely popular car, and it's very easy to see why. It's a very good looking car, and they drive beautifully. So I'll show you in the boot. This is a car that didn't come from us new, but the customer is relatively local to us, and decided to come to us for their new car purchase. So you can see the CX5, you have an absolutely cavernous boot, loads and loads of space, and you have these sort of little release levers that you can see at the side here, and these are on like little catches where you can fold down the seats. So if I just try and pull that one, there you go. It's on like a spring-loaded mechanism, and they fold down, and it's the same for these two seats over here, including the middle one. You can just have that down on its own if you want, and at that point it's more like a sort of a ski hatch, or if you're going to put something sort of very long you need to transport in the car, but can still have your passengers in. That's your option. Got a detachable tonneau cover here and a little button to put the boot down. So power tailgate, vital addition to any car. Once you've had one, you won't want to have a car without. You can do the open and close off the key, off a button on the car itself, and also one from inside the car. And these very nice 19-inch alloy wheels. Car is on Toyo Proxy tyres. This is what the car is issued from new. Given the mileage the vehicle's done, I would imagine these are the originals. And put the seat back up, and then you just lock it back into place. Just have to make sure, I'm sorry, I'm going to move the camera. Just have to make sure the seat belt's not in the way, and it will lock back into place. You can see you get this very sort of nice black leather interior. You do have with these as well air vents in the back, should you want to keep the rear occupants cool, and you have a centre armrest here which has twin USB in it, so if you're going to have anybody in the back, they can actually charge their devices while they're in there. All the door cards in good shape as well. You have keyless entry and start on this car. That's what the keyless entry button on the door there is. You have a electric adjust driver seat with memory function, so it's going to save any arguments in the household. So I can get my camera to focus now. It's going to save any arguments in the household, so you can save 2 different positions for it. You've got all electric windows and power fold mirrors, and all important Bose stereo. This car has a 10-speaker Bose stereo system, and for me, this stereo, along with the manual gearbox, are the 2 defining features of this car for me. So like all modern Mazdas, you've got a push button start, dip the clutch, press that button one time, and the car comes into life, and you'll see down here, car has covered 15,483 miles, which is absolutely nothing for a car that is sort of 2.5 years old now. Well under the average. It's even got half a tank of fuel. Look, that never happens with used cars. One of the better features of a Sport CX5 is head-up display. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but if you just look ahead on the windscreen there, just in the hedgerow, just in front of us, you can see it says 0 miles per hour, and a little sign in the little circle in the top left corner to show you the speed limit of the zone you're in. So this is an image that is projected onto the windscreen from this little box that's just in front of us here, and it projects your sat nav instructions, blind spot monitoring information, and puts it all there just so you can see it and keep your eyes a little bit higher on and on the road rather than looking down. It's a really, really good feature. If you don't get on with it for any reason, you're able to turn it off. You can increase the brightness, you can rotate it, you can twist it. It's really, really good, and thoroughly recommend having a go with it if you come and have a test drive of the car. You have Mazda's multimedia system here, so this has integrated navigation, which you can see. You have hands-free telephone, DAB digital radio, FM and AM, Bluetooth audio streaming. Car also has a feature, which will come to the side here, called Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If you've not used one of these before, it's a wonderful addition to any car. You can plug your USB smartphone into a USB cable into the car, and you're able to use a whole host of applications from your smartphone directly through this multimedia system. That includes things like Waze, WhatsApp, Amazon Music, Spotify, all fully integrated to the car as long as you've got your smartphone hardwired in via a USB cable. Really, really nice addition. While we're here, I'll show you the car has a rear camera as well. Just have to select reverse for it, as well as front and rear parking sensors. You've climate control air conditioning, which you can see here. All important heated steering wheel. I did have this on the drive up here. It's about 4 or 5 degrees today, so very nice addition to the car for winter. Heats this sort of section here, just between the lower section of stitching here and the section above here. So at your 10 and 2, all of that is heated with the heated steering wheel. So for me, I mentioned this earlier, this is one of the best features of this car. Mazda are very, very good at a manual transmission, and this car is no different. I think conventionally SUVs have a bit of a stigma attached to them that they're not particularly rewarding or inspiring to drive. CX5 definitely bucks the trend with that, because this manual transmission is a delight to use. It's very well weighted, it's quite short throws, it's very precise, and it's 6-speed as well, so on the motorway you're going to save a little bit of fuel. You have an electronic handbrake on the car too, so you just have to have your foot on the brake, you press the button down to take the handbrake off, lift it back up to put it on. It's as simple as that. You also have automatic lights, automatic wipers, steering wheel controls for your stereo, hands-free phone, and the car has an adaptive cruise control system on it as well. So if I was to turn that on, you'll see in the little display down here that there's a little icon down there just telling you that it's on. And then when you look to your head-up display as well, you're able to sort of gauge a preset distance of how far or near you want to be to the car in front using a laser guided system, and it will brake for you, it'll accelerate for you. It's a very, very clever cruise control system. Just turn the car off. And that's it. That's our Mazda CX5. Car's available at TW White & Sons in Bookham. Apologies, the sunlight's not brilliant, sun's going down. Just wanted to get the car photoed and videoed before before the weekend is out, as these are such desirable cars. We want to get them advertised as soon as possible. Although we are a Mazda main dealer, we accept part exchanges from all manufacturers. Actively encourage you to give us a call, and we'll give you a more than competitive offer for your part exchange. And the car will be supplied with a minimum of 12 months warranty, and that's supplied by Mazda, and that includes roadside assistance. Thank you very much for watching. If you've got any questions, please feel free to give us a call, and we look forward to hearing from you soon. Cheers then, bye.